Hello and welcome back to my channel, Fun with Fluffy, the not fun edition. So as you may have guessed from the title of today's video, we are not having fun today. And the reason behind the sour mood? Scams. I got scammed yesterday out of $1,600. So this video is going to be about my experience with the scam, and I'm also going to be giving you guys some tips so that hopefully none of you get scammed. Enjoy. So it all started because I was looking for jobs I could do from home. I do not have access to a vehicle right now, but I would still like to make some extra cash. Don't we all? And after several weeks of searching, I finally got a notification that I had been approved as a secret shopper, and that my first assignment was already on its way. A secret shopper is someone who is paid to shop at certain stores or eat at certain restaurants and secretly review the establishment. The point of this is so the experience is genuine and stores can't try and make themselves look better to get a good review. These secret shoppers then submit a review or a survey of the establishment to the organization that hired them so that it can be compiled into useful data that can be then sold to businesses to help them improve their customer experiences. This is great for businesses because this way they don't have to spend their own time or resources trying to compile all this data themselves. As a side note, I am currently pursuing my bachelor's degree in business, and I'll be graduating this August. Very excited about that, yes. Anyway, and so I have been learning about all of these different ways that businesses actually collect data or try to improve their customer experience, including secret shoppers or surveys. So naturally, I thought this organization was legitimately there to help improve businesses. The way the scam worked, I was mailed 2 checks and an assignment that basically told me to deposit these checks and use my debit card to purchase 2 $800 Apple gift cards. I was then supposed to scratch off the backs, revealing the codes, take pictures of the cards and the receipts, and send those pictures back to this organization with my survey filled out. Now, these checks were bad. So no real money ever entered my account, and so when I purchased these gift cards, that put a negative balance on my bank account. Now I know what you're all thinking. Duh! Red flag! You don't scratch off the backs of these gift cards and send them to random strangers over the internet. No one does that. It's a very stupid thing to do. I know now anyway. I obviously did not know before, and I was really excited. So even though there was a nagging little voice at the back of my head telling me this is a little, I just ignored it. I was excited to be part of the business process, excited to use my knowledge for my degree. I was excited to help improve customer experiences, and so I rationalized my actions. I just thought that, hey, you make me spend $1,600 on some gift cards and then pay me $300 for my survey. It's an expensive survey. They should get the majority of their money back so they can put that into more products and more surveys. So naturally they get their $1,600 back, which was theirs to begin with in the first place, so fine by me. I get my $300, it's all good. So yeah, honestly guys, I'm only 19, and for some of you who are younger and watching this, that probably seems old, like, wow, you're getting your bachelor's degree this year, you're 19 years old, you can drive and you have a debit card and you can vote, and it all seems very mature and adultish. And I was really on top of that. I was feeling so grown up the other day, filling out that deposit slip, buying these products, writing my opinion down like it mattered, making money. But even adults get scammed, and I have a lot to learn. I don't know everything, adults don't know everything, but hopefully through this video you guys can get a little bit of a jump start and learn from my mistakes. So I'm going to give you guys 5 tips that I have gleaned from this experience to help you guys recognize a scam before you get scammed. My first tip for you guys is to Google the number, okay? That's tip number 1. Google their phone number. There will either be one at the bottom of an email, or maybe they're already contacting you through a number. Google it. I filed a report after I got scammed, and the first thing the policewoman did was Google the phone number. And it popped up on Craigslist as a possible scammer. Always, always, always check. Pro tip number 2. Google the name of the organization. I Googled the name of the organization I was scammed through, and nothing popped up. 0 search results. Albeit I Googled it after I already screwed myself. But that's why I'm telling you this now. If you ever get into a situation or an online job that you think might be a great idea, Google the name of the organization. If nothing pops up, it's a scam. Don't go for it. It is important to note, however, that there are a lot of sophisticated scammers out there. They will create very professional looking web pages, even social media accounts, and help desk numbers that you can call them on. So this pro tip won't protect you from all scammers, but that's why there are 5 of them, and that's why it's one of them, because it can protect you from some. Okay. Tip number 3 is to ask a lot of questions. When I was actually in the checkout line trying to purchase these cards, the cashier stopped me and asked me what they were for, if I was the actual person going to be using them, and if I was going to be giving these numbers to people over the internet. Literally, those 3 questions left his mouth. I'm thinking, whoa, he knew. And cashiers have to ask those questions. For any gift card purchase, $200 or above, they have to ask. Because it turns out there are a lot of scams involving gift cards. And if I had just asked a few more questions like, hey, what do these scams look like? How would they work? I could have stopped it right then and there. I mean, seriously, just ask. Okay, my 4th tip and my most important tip in this video is to wait at least 1 day and then call your bank. Okay? Now, a bank will take about 2 to 3 days before they can officially confirm if the check was good or not, but they will be suspicious after 1 day. The very next day, after I fucked up, they told me that they were pretty sure that my checks were not good. If I had just waited 1 day, and I understand that not everyone's very comfortable making phone calls, especially if you're younger and this is your first time. I understand, but it's either one slightly awkward phone call now or a lot of embarrassing phone calls later and appointments to the bank, like in person. I have had 7 phone calls now that I had to make myself to the bank and 2 in-person appointments to discuss how I'm going to pay back this money, what exactly happened, what it means for me, and it honestly sucks a lot. So spare yourselves, make the phone call, and have a little patience. My last tip, tip number 5, is to do your own research. I was lazy. I didn't do any research. I basically screwed myself from the start by not even looking up the company. And one of the big reasons I even wanted this job was because my mom had a friend who was doing very similar work. And if I had just called her, and asked her about what she was doing, what the assignments looked like, how she followed through, then I would have noticed right away when I started getting my instructions that it wasn't a legit job. I would have been like, hey, whoa, something's going on here. But I didn't. I didn't even call my mom's friend. Didn't touch Google. I didn't do anything. And you can never, ever, ever do enough research, okay? Very important. Stay safe, you guys. Seriously. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't a typical video that you would expect from a channel called Fun with Fluffy, this wasn't exactly fun, but it was important information, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and subscribe for more, because there will be more. And hopefully in the future there will be actually fun videos. I have a lot planned up here, and my next one's actually getting pretty good, I think, anyway. So yeah. Also, if you have been scammed yourself or know someone who has or just have any experience with that or questions, feel free to drop all of that down in the comment section. I would love to read it all. So until next time. Also, my socials are in the description below, so feel free to DM me or message me with any questions, comments, and hopefully not concerns that you may or may not have. Bye-bye.